Welcome, everyone. I would like to call this committee of the whole meeting on Tuesday, December 10th, 2024, at 4 p.m. to order. May we have roll call, please?
Benajah?
Present.
Radke? Here. Nemec? Here. Millet?
Here.
Herrick?
Here.
Johnson?
Here.
And Begay.
Here. Thank you. Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. I
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Is there any changes to the agenda? Seeing none, I need approval of the agenda.
I'll move to approve it.
Support?
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Seeing none, motion carries. I'd like to need a motion for the minutes of 11/12/24.
Support.
Is there any corrections? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Seeing none, motion carries. At this time, it's for public input. Is there anyone wishing to address this committee? Please come forward. Going once? Going twice? Public input is closed. On petitions and communications, we have two presentations. The first one is for his quarterly report from Hay Bay City. Sarah?
Well, good evening, everyone. My name is Sarah Parker, and I serve as the Director of Workforce Development for the Bay Area Chamber of Commerce and Hay Bay City. Today, we're excited to share our Q3 Hay Bay City update and highlight some key metrics, initiatives, and opportunities as we move forward. We ended Q3 with a balance of $122,978.75, allowing us to continue investing in workforce attraction and retention programs. Our website activity reflects significant trends. While employer signups decreased by 54%, we saw promising growth in engagement metrics. Our focus, in addition to attracting new businesses to post open opportunities, is to work on current employer retention and add value to our Hay Bay City employer partners. Job position views surged by nearly 61%, and job page views increased by 4.5%. Most notably is our apply clicks, which rose by 21%, and resumes received grew by almost 65%, demonstrating our efforts to connect job seekers with opportunities. And I just want to take a moment to remind you that the apply clicks is our end metric, the same as the MEDC. So at this time, we can't see what happens after the apply click, but with our employer relationships that we're building, we're hoping to see what happens beyond the apply click. In Q3, we conducted 53 face-to-face visits with employers, educators, local workforce development agencies, and other community partners to discuss recruiting strategies and workforce needs. We also received 56 resumes and facilitated 15 targeted opportunities for job seekers. Additionally, we collaborated with 8 high-level job seekers to refine and enhance their resumes, preparing them for competitive roles in Bay County. Events such as My Career Quest and Coming Home in October created platforms for talent engagement and emphasized the importance of workforce retention and work-based learning needs. We're excited about our process-driven approach moving forward into Q4 and 2025. As mentioned earlier, we are focusing on adding new employment opportunities to our Hay Bay City platform, but we're also working on retention with our current partners. One of the ways we'll do so in Q4 and beyond is to send out monthly resume packs. This has proven to be successful in other workforce attraction and retention initiatives like Hay Bay City across Michigan. Through collaboration with groups such as Back to Michigan, we are able to see statewide initiatives work and implement them here in our own backyard. We'll also be sending out monthly focused newsletters to employers and job seekers to help drive organic traffic to our Hay Bay City website. In addition, we're developing strategies for Q4, including expanding our job board traffic, refining resume processes, and continuing employer outreach with events like Rotary Vocational Day, where 120 plus students were able to experience a 4-hour on-the-job shadow opportunity with local businesses such as McLaren Bay Region and Serenas Johnson. I'm now going to hand it off to Annabelle Schweiger, and she will go over our digital marketing analytics.
Hello, everyone. My name is Annabelle Schweiger, and I'm the Marketing and Membership Manager for the Bay Area Chamber of Commerce and for Hay Bay City. Quarter 3 website views are at 149,000, which is an increase of 7% from quarter 2 and a 282% increase from quarter 3 of last year. The number of website users is at 78,000. That is an increase of 14% from quarter 2, not quarter 1, which is listed on the screen, and a 613% increase in users from quarter 3 of last year. Our growth goals for website views and users were 100%, and we surpassed both of those. Job page views for quarter 3 are at 70,000, which is up 4% from last quarter. Most of those views are coming from the Detroit metro area, Bay City, Ashburn, Virginia, and Grand Rapids. Roughly 8,000 of those views coming from an unspecified location, and this is due to the user's privacy settings. A majority of the traffic comes from our socials, which includes organic and paid, followed by direct search and paid search, which is our Google Ads. This ad targeting is partially why you will see visitors not from our surrounding area on the website. Here you will see social media analytics that I'll summarize on the next slide. Hay Bay City is active on Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn. Across the board, we have seen an increase in all of our social media metrics. In compiling analytics across all 3 platforms, we have a total of 2.18 million views, over 16,000 followers, 3,675 email subscribers to our newsletter, and roughly 1,200 SMS subscribers, bringing our total audience to 21,041 individuals. Lots of stories were told in quarter 3, with some of the highlights being Muscle Beach, Unclaimed Freight, and the Bay Veterans Workshop. Please visit our website to see these and all the other amazing businesses and individuals who were highlighted last quarter. As 2024 comes to a close, you may have seen some of these stories already featured, with some highlights being the Bay Area Chamber of Commerce State of Education event, First Look Bridal, Camp Fishtails, and the Linwood Scenic Access Site, which I'll talk about on the next slide. We have lots of great stories coming in 2025, so stay tuned as we continue to showcase the great things we have going on in the community. As for placemaking efforts, Hay Bay City partnered with individuals involved with the Linwood Scenic Access Site to promote their crowdfunding campaign. For those unfamiliar, this project, located at the end of Linwood Road, where it meets the Saginaw Bay, was to remove the existing rubble along the shore and to install a 400-foot-long seawall, creating a universally accessible waterfront park and green space. To support final construction costs, a crowdfunding campaign was set up with the fundraising goal of $25,000, where if met, the MEDC would match dollar for dollar. This goal was met with $31,196 being raised. Congratulations to everyone involved. This is a huge win for our community.
As Bay County continues to face a workforce decline and shrinking population, collaboration remains crucial. Our shared success depends on proactive community involvement. Together, we can address these challenges and position Bay County as a hub for opportunity and growth. Thank you all for your time today, and we look forward to our continued partnership in strengthening the Bay Area workforce. Please feel free to reach out to myself or Megan with any questions or for further discussions or collaboration ideas. Thank you.
Thank you. Sarah. Does anybody have any questions? Sarah? Yes.
So I'm in the Michigan Works Board, and I see you participated with their job fair, which was the big one from what I heard. So you do work, sounds like you work closely with Michigan Works. Yep.
Yeah, I would say probably monthly, Kristen Wenzel and I or other representatives from Michigan Works are sitting down and collaborating and discussing ideas moving forward.
Thank you.
Thank you, Vaughn. Anyone else? Thank you, Sarah.
Thank you.
You both. Any motion to receive?
Motion to receive?
Support.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? None. Motion carries. Next is the Bay County Information System Division. That'll be Julie. She'll give us an update.
What's it?
Okay, can everyone hear me okay? All right, great. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Julie O'Malley. I'm the Information Systems Division Manager here for Bay County. And I want to talk first a little bit about ISD. We have 9 employees, including Bay County TV. We have 2 dedicated PC technicians that provide a variety of support, including all computers, cameras, printers, scanners, and other devices. We have a staff member who's an on-base educator who provides support and develops solutions for over 120 users. And then we have a group of employees, including the system administrator, network application specialist, business process analyst, and the senior technical service coordinator. They all provide IT administrative duties for different systems, including support, configuration for all the users on the Bay County's network and systems. We have services that are divided into internal services and external. So internally, we provide technology services to over 600 individuals, including 40 different departments and divisions, buildings including the county building, law enforcement, courthouse, health department, 911, juvenile home, the animal shelter, and all county-owned recreational facilities. We do provide 24/7 support to all 24/7 facilities, including 911, the law enforcement vehicles, the jail, and juvenile home. We do provide in-person assistance, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m., Monday through Friday, and the technology services include the network, internet access, application, software support, any device or access required for county employees to perform their jobs and provide services to citizens in the county. Externally, we support all the vehicle equipment and all public safety agencies in Bay County. We support all the fire iPads for the fire departments in the county as well, and we do have a contract with Bay Metro for technology services. Looking into our 2024 highlights, we completed over 3,800 help desk tickets. We configured and deployed over 55 computers. We did the early voting election setup at the community center. We began implementation on Arctic Wolf Managed Risk and Managed Detection software. We created and acquired approval for the new acceptable use policy. We replaced computers in the sheriff vehicle, so that was on top of the 55 for all the other employees. We assisted and installed new vital record software for the clerk's office. We installed and assisted in the configuration of software for the sheriff's body cameras. We did a system upgrade in the phone system. We did a major software upgrade for the county's document management system on base. And then we did move Bay Metro employees temporary to trailers for office renovations, and then we had to move them back. And that took time setting up the trailers, and we actually had to configure a network, and there was quite a bit of work that we did with that. And then our plans for 2025 projects, we do have a major network equipment that has to be replaced by the end, it's end of life. So we need to replace that by October of 2025. We need to replace and update batteries in the county data center battery backup system, which powers, the generator goes down, the battery backup kicks on, so we need to replace the batteries in those because they're aging. We do need to replace and update the hardware software systems that store the county backups. We have to replace, we're going to update some software for the endpoint detection, like malware, viruses, that sort of thing, to reduce costs and work with our new managed detection response system. We have some aging network cameras and storage for facilities that we're going to be replacing. We're going to replace computers for staff, sheriff's vehicles that are out of warranty. We do run on a 5-year cycle for computer replacement, so a warranty for a computer lasts for 5 years, and then we replace it after that. We will be developing solutions for departments to utilize on-base for document storage, and we will be creating a new county website, so we're going to replace the existing county website with a new and updated look. Thank you for your time and support. Does anyone have any questions?
Thank you. Any questions?
I was interested in the Arctic Wolf. You seem to have good names for virus detection?
They do. So that's actually really great software. So that's continually monitoring our systems. So anything that we do gets sent to Arctic Wolf, and they ingest it, they analyze it, and something happens, like if there's an incident, say if there were to be ransomware, they would contact us, and we would go into an incident response mode. There's situations where maybe it's not critical, but it's a high priority. They send it to us. They say, should this be happening? Is this going on? That sort of thing. And we investigate and we let them know. So we have communication with them, and then we have biweekly meetings with them to go over the system and continue to start, continue implementing and configuring, because there's a lot to set up with that.
I like that term, ingested Arctic Wolf.
Yeah.
So I've seen there's a couple of like outside, I think it was courts that had some problems that we had to block. Like in
Yeah, so what happens is when we find that someone's email account is compromised that we communicate with regularly, we block that entire domain, and then I ask the IT director, whoever at that county, to contact me. They've been calling me and let me know that their email compromise has been fixed, and then I unblock them. So it's a whole process that we go through, but I do like to alert users, hey, we've blocked this domain. We've had a couple in the last week.
Yep. Thank you.
Anyone else? Thank you, Julie.
All right,
for
thank you so
everything.
much.
I need a motion to receive it.
Motion to receive?
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, see none, motion carries. Our next one, Deputy Court Administrator, Public Guardian Contract for the Catholic Family Services for the 2025 and 2027 year.
So moved. Support.
Is there any discussion? All in favor? Aye. Opposed, see none, motion carries. The Director of Department of Aging, that's WSGW advertising agreement with the Department of Aging Olympics.
So moved.
Support.
Is there any discussion on this? Yes, Beth?
So just a question about, are you using their, they have like a digital aspect to it, or is this just going to be like radio ads?
This is going to be radio ads, and then time with Art Neal. Art Neal? Art Lewis, thank you, sorry.
Close.
Yeah, Art Neal was, it was the astronaut,
And
yes.
targeting an older crowd, so
Correct.
probably.
WSGW, a lot of our population listen to them, so we thought, why not try that out?
Versus digital. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Anyone else? Thank you, Beth. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, see none, motion carries. The Environmental Affairs and Community Development, the Forest Sustainability Program Coordinator.
Support.
Is there any discussion on this one? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, see none, motion carries. The Recreation and Facilities Director, fee schedule adjustment for fitness class and pickleball punch cards.
So move it. Support.
Is there any discussion on this? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, see none, motion carries. The Health Officer, the MDHS, HHS Supplemental and Local Stabilization Funds.
I'll move it.
Support.
Is there any discussion? Kathy?
Yeah.
Joe's here.
Yep.
Hi, Joel. I was just wondering, what is the stabilization effort?
So the history of it is go back to about 2018, 2019, during the Flint water crisis. That occurred, and the Genesee County Health Department had a number of financial issues when they were trying to address the water crisis over there. And at the same time, that's when the PFAS problem really exploded, the old Wordsmith Air Force Base, and you had similar health departments that were trying to address the issue with the local community, but they came up with a financial shortfall. So this has been in place with the state of Michigan for the last 5 years. We're basically above and beyond the CPBC contract. This is contingency funds to be used for anything and everything as needed. We usually try to bank these for a short period of time and then either plug budget shortfalls, or if we have special projects or needs, we'll use the funds for that.
Okay, it's not ARPA.
It's not ARPA
Okay.
funds at all, no.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Kathy. Anyone else? Okay. All in favor? Oh, Vaughn, go ahead, Vaughn.
No, I was going to have him stay up for the next one.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, seeing none, motion carries. The next one, marijuana grant for 2025.
So moved.
Support.
Is there any discussion? Yes, Kathy?
Yes. Joel, I was just wondering, how are you going to do this with the children? And it talks about educating.
Sure. So we provide a number of educational opportunities
Okay.
Throughout the county. We help go, help some of the things go into schools and educate students on marijuana use with that. If you notice on the buses, there's the signs about correct use of marijuana and making sure the kids don't use it and locking it up. And then we also provide marijuana lock bags and lock boxes, and we've given away a lot of those out in the community too. So it keeps, basically keeps the pot out of the kids' hands.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you, Kathy. Anyone else? Thank you, Joe. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, seeing none, motion carries. The Corporate Council, Just FOIA Renewal Agreement for 2025 and 2026 year.
Move it.
Support.
Is there any discussion on this? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, seeing none, motion carries. The MMRMA renewal for 2025.
So moved.
Support.
Any discussion on this one? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, seeing none, motion carries. Personnel Director, the USW reclassification recommendation.
Motion received.
Support.
Is there any discussion on this? Yes, Colleen?
Tiffany, can you explain this, please, the process?
Sure.
Okay.
On the USW.
Because we've had, I think all of us have been contacted at some point over the weekend until today. So could you explain the process of how this works so that everybody's understanding that correctly?
Sure.
Thank you.
In the collective bargaining agreement, the process is outlined, and we both have a contractual obligation to meet that process. And what that means is an employee that feels as though their position should be reclassified, they have an opportunity to, there's an application and a form they fill out, and they apply for a reclassification annually. Anybody can apply for it every year prior to May 1st. And then the employer, which is the personnel director, stated in both of the contract and the board resolution that exists indicating this, meets with the union. We have an open discussion and we go through the jobs and we evaluate whether it qualifies for a reclassification. If they are deemed qualified for a reclassification, the board simply receives those recommendations. The Board of Commissioners does not approve those recommendations. You're just receiving them, and that is both in the letter of understanding and the collective bargaining agreement. In addition, you have a board resolution that indicates that the Board of Commissioners will have no intervening authority over reclassifications for the steelworkers.
Okay. Thank you for the explanation.
You're welcome. And anyone that does, be recommended and go forward, it becomes effective of January 1st of the following year. So they can apply every year prior to May 1st, and then it becomes effective the following year, and it's put into the budget that way.
Okay. Thanks a lot.
You're welcome.
Is there anyone else? Thank you, Tiffany.
You're welcome.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, seeing none, motion carries. Number 2, the reclassification request.
I'll move it.
Is there any discussion on this? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, seeing none, motion carries. On the finance, the analysis of the general fund equity for 2024.
Motion received.
Support.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, seeing none, motion carries. And the update regarding Executive Directive 2007-11.
Motion to receive.
Support.
Is there any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, seeing none, motion carries. And Information Systems, agreement with People Driven Technology for Microsoft licensing.
So moved. Support.
Is there any discussion on this? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, seeing none, motion carries. And we have the payables.
I'll move it.
Support.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. Next is the referrals. Is there any referrals? Is there any unfinished business? Is there any new business? Is there a needed closed session, Amber?
There is, Mr. Chair. Corporation Counsel requests that the board move to go into closed session pursuant to MCL 15.2681C for the Personnel Director to discuss strategy for negotiation of collective bargaining agreements.
I'll move it.
Support.
All in favor?
Aye.
Roll call. You got roll call.
Oh, that's
Roll
right.
call, yeah, roll call, please.
And before you do roll call, Mr. Chair, if I also could note, we need the Personnel Director present for this, as well as Corporation Counsel, but all other department directors can be dismissed.
Okay, thank you.
Benajah?
Yes.
Millet?
Yes.
Herrick?
Yes.
Radke?
Yes.
Johnson?
Yes.
Nemec?
Yes.
Pickett?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
So, Mr. Chair, I would request a board member make a motion to refer a motion accepting the Personnel Director's recommendation regarding actuarial analyses and approve any budget adjustments as needed to the full board.
I'll make that motion.
I'll support it.
Any other discussion on this? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, see none, motion carries.
Perfect.
Thank you, everyone. Okay, next is the miscellaneous. Is there any miscellaneous? Is there any announcements? Okay.
Chairman, I got one.
Yes.
We have Empty the Shelter going on until Saturday at the animal shelter. $25 for cats and $50 for dogs. And it comes with all their spayed and neutered, microchipped, and everything. So if anybody's looking for animals, please come by Saturday. You get a great deal on a new pet.
Matt, is the German Shepherd still there?
The
German Shepherd, is he still there?
No, we have one right now, but not the one I think you see.
Not the other one? Okay.
We actually had about 5-6 go in the last 2 days, so it's been a really good. It's empty shelter, so we hope we keep the momentum and people come adopt by the Saturday.
Okay.
Thank you.
Ma'am, how many cats and dogs do you have there roughly?
Right now, roughly we're probably at about 30 dogs and probably about 40 cats.
Okay. You're at capacity yet?
We're pretty much at capacity. Well, but like I said, we had about 6 adoption, but then I seen 2 or 3 more come in today. So it just, it goes back and forth. But it's been pretty good lately, so we're really excited for them getting forever homes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Projects, the animal shelters, that's starting in like March or something? Or
Yeah, we're supposed to get our final, the biddings went out.
Yeah.
So when the bids come back, we'll know the exact price on things and what we can do and what we can't do. We're gonna get all our needs, but might not get all our wants. We gotta wait to that final process. So we're really close, and I think we're gonna more likely break ground in spring. It's just save money on cost doing that. So we're getting really close, and we're excited.
Thank you.
Nice.
Okay.
Move to adjourn?
Tom? Okay. All in favor?
He's waiting for you.
Meeting adjourned.